and they left themselves in a pickle. And Poland took advantage, played a nice rack, clearing up the table.
And they'll be very, very happy with that, because the 1 and the 4 are down. The blue is clear, and if they can get from blue to red, they're in business.
You can see where saw the cue stick pointing there, just off the side pocket. That's where they want to leave the cue ball for the red 3. Wow, that was a very dangerous shot. And look at that. That opens up the rack. Nicely done, especially at 5-4. Chance to go to the hill now for Poland.
And this is now looking pretty good.
Well, it's a winner breaks format. It's very possible that Australia has seen its last chance here. What a break shot. Now, but Nick, I know you no longer believe that Australia are going to be sitting in their chairs.
I knew they were doomed from the first shot, Ted. My confidence has never wavered.
All I can say is, Nick, you're doomed if you go to Adelaide. That's for sure. The rest of it, we're not sure. Still 5-4.
Listen, if I can survive Portsmouth, Adelaide holds no fears for me. I'll tell you what, this rack holds no fears for the Poles. You saw it off the break, and once they got that shot from 2 to 3, that high risk shot, as you said, that brave shot, it came off for them. The rack opened right up, and there was nothing the Aussies can do about it. The Poles are on the hill. Have they finally shaken these pesky Aussies off? This has been a tough effort from the Aussies. They've really stuck around, but it looks like it could be the end of the line. Finland await the Poles if they can get one more rack. And then the Philippines against France, who did upset the apple cart a little bit with the number 16 seeds, Italy, bowing out.
Poland's going to have to play a lot better against Finland than they did in this match. And there you see Russia waiting the winner of USA and Croatia.
Yes, the Cold War reignited in the World Cup of Pool. England A against Spain. Don't assume England A are walking into that one. That's the top half of the draw. Here's how the bottom half is looking, and lots of blanks here basically, but Austria, a dangerous dark horse, awaits some of the big guns.
So many great matches.
Yeah, there really are, and pick a winner out of that little group. Germany, always tough. Holland, of course, will be there or thereabouts.
And just to inform our fans, you saw Thailand listed down there, but they have been scratched in favor of Belgium. For our European fans, it will be Belgium against Switzerland.
That's another break that sees 2 balls drop. The 1, of course, they've been very consistent with that. And they got the bonus green as well. But that is a long way to the 2. Now, if you're Poland and you're 6-4 up and on the hill, do you fancy a hellacious bank shot, or do you just play safe? You do the smart thing. You look for the long grass.
This will work out.
And you find it. That's get-atable with the bank shot. But once again, the Aussies trying to dig themselves out of a hole that they frankly have not put themselves in. Was it 2 or 3 racks ago they came up with a couple of beauties in situations like this? Can Phil Freight Train Riley conjure up another one here?
So now, will this be a combination? Or is he going to try to... Can he make that in the side? I don't think so. Try safe using the 8 and 3. Nicely done.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. James Georgiadis will be less happy. He'll be happy if I get his name right.
See, there's a lesson in safety play for you, Nick. That's, you see how the cue ball touching the 8, the very fact that it's married up to the 8 ball just limits the
extension
escape routes.
You know what? Ball in hand here is very, very close to being the match.
Yeah, they better get this right.
Unlucky.
foul shot, ball in hand.
That was not easy, and he didn't miss by much. That's tough.
Chalk that up to a great safety by Schnegatsky, who has
Foul shot.
redeemed himself with that one shot right there. He's had 3 mistakes in this match that has allowed Australia to get back into it.
Extension.
And that's always, pay attention to the safety play. When you can put that cue ball married up directly against another ball, it limits the angles and the options for the opposing team. There's Petri Mäkinen on the left, and Alexander Kazakis and Team Greece with his partner Nick Economopoulos next to him.
Yes, various nations represented there. Anyway, here we go. The Poles will want to keep the Australians out of this now, if they can, and they're going to go the patient route to do it.
Well, they're going to make them kick again. And whenever the object ball is out in the open, when you see the ball out in the open like that, it's a lot different than if the 2 ball was near the rail. So this could go wrong as well. Okay.
Now, what's he going to get off the back of that? Well, he'll take it. But they might be looking at another safety after this. Georgiadis will be asked once again to dig Australia out of a hole. Get out of that one.
Now not sure if Australia can see that too. But again, they're on the back foot.
And he's had trouble with these bank shots. He should be able to make contact, but it's where is everything going to end up when the dust settles? Now, where's it going to go? Where's it going to go? That is on a plate. Or has it travelled? No, I think they can get that. Again, he's a bit unlucky.
Yeah, well, this is not a guarantee. And
Not a
also
guarantee, no.
the cue ball is going to clearly run. So he's got to hit this at a pretty high speed in order to bring the cue ball back down for the 3. He's managed to pull it off.
I was going to say, like that, Ted. That sound you just heard was a nail going in an Australian coffin. If you just glide that pink past the 5, it should be plain sailing. Well, just to set a bit of context again, we said it earlier, the entire history of Australia in the World Cup of Pool has not amounted to 4 racks won prior to this year. So it's an improvement. And it'd be good to see them back again next year, these two. Hang on, maybe this one isn't over yet. There's some work to be done.
Every time you you start talking about how they're dead and buried, Nick, something happens. I don't think this time though.
They're dead and buried. They really are. But they've acquitted themselves well, is the point I was going to make, Ted. They've put up a decent showing here, the Aussies, against a good team, a very good team.
However,
Yeah, this has been good.
Poland will have to really raise the level of their game against Finland in the next round.
Not ideal.
Not at all.
Far from ideal.
Not at all.
Well, what are you going to pick? What are you going to pick, Ted, if you were playing this shot?
Let's see. He's going to go top of the screen, top left. And he got it.
And he did it, making it look easy. So, it went according to the script after all, but that had a few dramatic twists in it, that one. Poland eventually just about getting through without breaking a sweat, but they're going to have to play a lot better than that if they're going to want to progress deep into the latter stages of this tournament. Well, it's China up next against another team that can handle itself very well, the Czech Republic. That is one to stick around for. But the Poles, they can start planning for their round of 16 match. Now the Aussies can pack their bags and head back to Adelaide, but say, you know what, we acquitted ourselves well. Time for a break, back in a minute.